Yes, just numbers.
Hey, what's up?
What is... What's going on?
Lucas like kind of losing his voice. He's been losing his voice the last
Did you hear
couple
me during the
days.
class?
Yeah, I did.
It was horrendous.
Oh, it was funny.
Actually, it was funny.
It was hilarious. I mean, yeah, and you were laughing at yourself, and everyone was laughing with you. It was fun. What's up, y'all?
What's up? This is a very highly anticipated live.
We had a lot of people asking us this question.
People asking us this question.
For those of you who don't know, I guess maybe if you're watching this later, because I know a ton of people do that, which is strange to me. But if you're watching this later, we're Paul and Luke, twin sets. We are Christians. We were raised by, I guess you'd say...
My dad was a pastor.
Was a pastor of a church, and he
conservative Christian background.
Yeah.
And so it's just interesting to me, that whole side of things is interesting.
But we were talking about the 7M documentary, the Dancing with the Dancing for the Devil.
First of all, we watched it last night for the first time. We watched all 3 episodes in one sitting.
Just boom, boom, boom.
Blew our mind. My friend Mariah recommended it to me. I didn't even know it had come out. But funny thing, right before she had texted us, we had been talking about Melanie and Miranda. We've been talking about them with someone else. And then Mariah texted us and was like, we were talking about the cult.
But we weren't talking about the documentary. We were just talking about them and the fact that it was a thing.
It was crazy.
That was nuts.
So we were like, oh, interesting. And then Mariah texted us. So I was like,
we should watch that right away.
We need to watch this.
Yeah.
And it was so relevant because it's a management company that covered as a church. Or no, it was a church that covered as it was a private church that you had to be invited to. Sort of cultish already, but then we'll get into it, but they decided to create a management company because it had these young people attending who were very famous. Yeah. And then it kind of got them all tied up. And he used a lot of manipulation tactics, not a classic cult leader mentality to manipulate.
Some of the questions we got online were like, as Christians, how did you see this? And like, he's like a pastor and all he needs using scripture. And I just thought this was more of something we could cover in a video easier than just like in a comment where I could be like, oh, well, la, la, la.
Yeah.
Because there's just a lot that he did, which I could see what he was doing from a manipulative perspective. But people have been for generations making the Bible say what they want to say without giving you context.
Yes, taking it out of context.
And that is what he did.
To use it. So, but let's get into it a little bit more. Let's just share our opinions real fast, maybe more of a general thing, and then we're going to get into the comments.
The nitty-gritty.
So right now we're not reading the comments.
Sorry.
Super, super tight. You guys are blowing them up. We love that. But I just wanted to get into it and just say kind of what our thoughts are. So first and foremost, just as a background, Robert is the pastor's name, and then there was a lot of dancers who blew up. And a lot of them you'll know from a lot of the names you might recognize, like Vic, Nick, who goes by Rhino.
Vic is
Vic
his
Lavic,
name on his.
Rhino, who is Nick. Obviously, Melanie, Miranda, Depop. No, what's his name? D-Bash, who was on, and then there's some other big guys who were on So You Think You Can Dance.
Yeah.
Miranda technically was on there too. A lot of very, very good dancers who all kind of blew up. I found them in 2020.
Oh, Ben, no, we were not in this documentary. We were literally we just watched it last night and had a lot of people asking us questions about it because of our
on it.
Because
we're just sharing our opinions.
Right, and honestly, this is all alleged. Because we have to say that legally.
Allegedly.
Everything is alleged.
I might swallow my words. This live might not be up forever just because it's a sensitive topic.
And we don't have that much information. We literally have watched a documentary and people ask us questions about that.
That is obviously skewed to one side. So we don't have both sides of the story.
They refuse to comment on the documentary.
They refuse to comment. Yeah. I will say
they've got some really strong...
They've got some strong evidence, and it would be hard for it to not be true. They've also been... Anyway... Yes. So, getting into it, these dancers start hanging out with this guy, Isaiah. Isaiah is an incredible filmmaker. I believe he shoots on a Red Epic, if not something else.
I've seen some behind the scenes. Isaiah. Yeah, he's the camera guy.
Do you think it's a Red? I think it is a Red.
He has shot on the Red in the past. I don't know if he always shoots on a Red.
Regardless, their stuff is beautiful. Everything they make is stunning, you would say. Focus. We're not reading the comments right now.
I'm so sorry. Yes. There's just a lot going on in the comments.
I know. We'll get back to it.
Yeah.
We'll zoom back if we want to. Yeah. But look right here. We're talking. So Isaiah was the one who filmed it and kind of roped these guys in.
So kind of what happened to start with is a lot of these guys moved to LA, were creating content. One guy got connected to Isaiah and was spread around. It was oh hey, this is my buddy, he can film for us. And then it kind of became more of a not a crew, but kind of like just creatives that are getting together. And then Isaiah's dad
Well, hold
was
on.
a pastor.
So the whole storyline of the documentary does follow Melanie and Miranda's storyline.
Right.
So it talks about how they grew up dancing and they moved to LA to pursue this. They collaborated with D-Bash. Then D-Bash and Miranda's got really close and started dating.
Yeah.
That's kind of how the main characters of the story got put into this group.
Right.
Melanie's still sort of on the outside, but because of D-Bash, she's connected.
Well, she came late because she was Miranda moved there when she like graduated and wanted to pursue dance, and then Miranda came a couple years later.
Details, but yes, they're all there.
But that's why she was on the outside, just because she wasn't.
Kind of wasn't
at
a
the
part
beginning.
of the group. Robert, Isaiah's
B
dad,
dash, not D dash.
What did I say? I said B dash.
B dash. Oh, his name is James, but his name online is B dash.
Yeah, he's a breakdancer, very talented dancer.
Yeah.
All of these people I have the utmost respect for because they're incredibly talented. It's more that just the situation that they got themselves kind of put in that was a bit challenging, I think.
Yeah.
The situation at hand. So they get kind of looped into this church. They get invited to the service. So the services are only invite only. They kind of start finding out. Basically, he uses manipulation of the fear of hell to rope these people in. So basically, have you ever sinned? I can prove right now that you've sinned. Because you've sinned, you're going to hell unless I'm your ticket out of that.
So essentially, biblically speaking, on a biblical level, he's playing God, which is cultish. So
he's using manipulation as a tactic to suck you in, based on something that is semi-well known.
Yeah.
So like Miranda didn't grow up in the church, but she still had a basic understanding of what hell was.
And James did grow up not James, that other guy that left it.
Another guy. There's several people interviewed, but Miranda and James were not interviewed. So from our perspective of outside sources watching.
Yeah, Dave said, a church with an invite only is a big red flag.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Generally not so much. And it was really interesting because there are recordings of him speaking in the documentary, of the pastor preaching.
That's from those two sisters.
I know.
They have all
those. And it was wild to hear him use and manipulate.
He was using scripture. This is interesting. He was using scripture as a manipulation tactic, and then it wasn't the basis. It was like the services were business meetings of how they were making money. He had so many businesses, and all these people were working for him, and then they would basically have control of their bank accounts, and then they would have to tithe or pay the videographer or pay whatever, pay da.
So they ended up paying.
They had like all these fees, and they ended up paying their entire, other than maybe 0.05% to Robert or the cult
in house. Yeah. So the way that it even like shook down, and like I think it's the third episode. One of the guys was talking about. They said, "Wait, so how did your finances break down?" And so he broke them down in like a graph, and it was like literally the last sliver, like maybe 5% of his income was his own. Because they basically just split the agency and the church and then tithing, but then you pay 10% to tithe, which is biblical, but then you pay 10% to the man of God, which is Robert, and then you pay 10%. It just got like
it was convoluted.
It was convoluted, and that was all pre-tax.
They were all living
in in there.
Church-owned homes. Like it was crazy.
And what Robert spoke a lot of, and it's interesting because these sisters come into play in the second episode, which were pre this like influencer cult, right? It was because this cult has been happening for a while. So this is before, but they kind of I wish I had like a better way to like flesh it out.
It's because I recommend watching the documentary.
Yeah.
But in essence, what happens and why a lot of people are asking us this, the issue comes down to the fact that he's not preaching what we would call the gospel. So he's not preaching that Jesus died and rose again, and because of that, he was a sacrificial lamb that paid for your price for your sin, and in essence, Jesus has covered your debt that is the sin that you committed.
Because you deserve death.
He's saying,
and hell.
If you serve me forever, you may get in to heaven.
But if you don't, if you leave me, then you'll
certainly go to hell. Yeah.
So it's like,
and then he manipulate. A family member might leave or feel like there's issues, might leave. Then he guilts the other family members, like, if you leave, then they'll surely go to hell. Like, it's just a messed up mentality.
But he also tells you to die to your family.
Die to self, which means die to your family, which means die to your wealth. And then he's promising all this wealth.
Because if you give it away, if you give it to us, then God will only give it back to you more fully. So it's a mixture of, like, prosperity gospel. There's, like, weird, like, cultish, like, isolate yourself from your family, do not have anything to do with them. But also, like, so that's what happened with Miranda. So Miranda basically goes out to LA. even once her sister Miranda is, or not Miranda, Miranda's
Melanie.
Melanie is the sister, and like she's out there in LA, and all of a sudden her sister's just kind of getting pulled away, and she is like, this is weird. This is so weird. But then all of a sudden, her sister like won't talk to her anymore. And apparently this happens with a bunch of different people, and even within the cult, you had two different.
Yes, Tracy. It's all the classic cult themes.
It's all of it.
Isolate, isolate, isolate. Get them to be dependent
Lie to
upon
them.
you.
Yep.
Take away all their money, all their resources, any ability to get out. And there's even like Shul. I'm making like sound effects because I can't say that on YouTube. But allegations that come out later. A lot of
Use your imagination.
essay that happens throughout the later half of the documentary that you hear about. We don't. Obviously, we want Miranda to be removed and be dashed. I mean, and all of anybody who's
I
there,
would love them to be
Rhino,
rescued
Nick.
from it. But it sounds like they're like some of them get so bought in, and even some of the kids, like the other members who have left, talk about the journey, the realization that this is kind of whack, and the slowly realizing of what I've been like promised and like all these things, and it takes them time. It's like this isn't like. For us on the outside looking in, you haven't been manipulated.
This is so bad.
This is so bad, but you haven't been manipulated. Once as a manipulation, you're just kind of stuck in it.
Well, sometimes you don't even realize it's happening until it's too late. And
Right.
then you're stuck in.
Anyway.
Man.
Good morning.
Regardless, so our opinion of it is that he used Christian verbiage to then create, and even some
verses.
philosophy and verses to create an abusively cultish and controlled environment that he is
cultish.
controlling.
Yeah. And not cultish. It's a cult. I mean, the way that
Not
it's
cultish,
run,
it's very much a cult.
very much.
So.
But anyway, I don't know if that answers a lot of the
Oz
questions.
from
That was kind of. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts
Yes,
on
Tim.
it. You made
Tim's
it, Tim.
on. Let's go all the way back to the top.
We're gonna go back. We're gonna read up on what you guys.
I just know that if
I know,
you were,
I would
if
be
you were
distracted.
reading, you're
Yes,
distracted,
yes.
and I needed you to talk to me.
Okay.
Is it on Netflix?
It
Yes.
is on Netflix.
And it's called Dancing with the Devil. I think we
Dancing
actually,
for the Devil.
Dancing for the Devil.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
And it's only again one-sided, and all of this is alleged. We are just talking about it from a perspective of believers.
Mariah asked, I want to know how they got his sermon recordings. The sisters, the two sisters
Because
that
the sister
got
that left,
out.
the second sister that left, took recordings because she felt like she was never going to go. Oh shoot, sorry, did not mean to celebrate. She left, and when she left, she took recordings because she still was bought in enough to believe that she was just choosing to go to hell because she was so like because of the essay.
But she
wanted
ran all of their
and herself.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
she
bad.
was not doing well. But she also ran like all of his real estate and built it to like a multi-million-dollar thing. And so she was so bought in and feeling so fulfilled in her career. But every commission, she made $1 million commission on a home, and they took all of it. Like he talked about how that was. It's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, our dad is a pastor. We grew up in the church and still are a part of a church here.
A Berean church, which my parents are no longer a part of that
Fellowship.
but we grew up that way. And it was, I think some people always ask us, like, what is it similar to? And I don't really know. The Berean Fellowship is based on just reading the Bible and believing what it says.
Oh, Mariah, she's like, the reason I texted you was after watching the doc, and then I looked at everyone's pages, and I saw that you liked Miranda, like a reel of Miranda's.
Yeah,
Really
I literally, I just saw her and B-Dash pop up this morning. And if you don't follow Melanie, I highly recommend. She's still dancing. It used to be the Wilkins sisters, and now it's just her because Miranda's gone and won't talk. So it's
very limited.
Very limited contact. Just so sad, that whole situation. But I DM'd her last night and was like, hey, I'm just really proud of you for being so brave and coming out with this documentary. And she liked my message, which I'm sure that she's getting a ton of messages like that.
Right. Okay, so Mariah,
Just got 4K subs.
Wow,
Congratulations. B dash, not D dash. D bash. Maybe I said that wrong.
Yeah, it's B dash. Want to go out of town.
Good, where we ask these questions? Online, in person?
I'll make sure both. There were some places like DMs and then
Patreon actually,
we had
where we got several questions. And then Instagram DMs.
Yeah.
But people were just like, I know you're Christians and you're dancers, and these are very similar experience to what you're like posting online to these other people who have experienced this. They were just curious.
And we just wanted to clarify, like on a biblical level, that this is just manipulation. It's
just using
biblical
terminology.
Right.
It's not. not.
And it's
not
using something
biblical.
that is familiar. It's honestly very powerful because specifically with Korean immigrants, and this pastor is a Korean man, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. He understood that like when an immigrant from Korea comes to America, a lot of times the first thing they do is get involved in a church, not for necessarily religious reasons.
Well, they are
but community.
many
Communion.
times,
It's community. It's where you like make all your friends. You end up marrying someone from there, and so he's taking this kind of like community aspect, but kind of tweaked it to like
Figured out how to like
manipulate it so that it's kind of in his control.
Because you find somebody who's very vulnerable and needs a lot of help.
Yeah.
And then they
And
can
it could
be
be
that
a-
help and then basically.
And that's what he
become
did with the
indentured
dancers.
slaves.
He figured out that the influencers were in desperate need of management or of like help with their careers and doing the money side, and all they wanted to do was make stuff. So he kind of took on everything else, but in turn, it was kind of in service to, at least allegedly, it's like
Yeah, it's
servitude, you know?
Yeah, the invitation only church is a big red flag.
Yeah.
Definitely. Do.
Let's see what else you gotta say. I don't like those accusations. We have all sinned. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little creepy because he kind of had like this man of God. That's what he called himself, and it was like he was God, or like he was like the one communicator, and he had like powers to heal, but he wouldn't always do it. It's just weird, that kind of stuff. I highly recommend the documentary.
Yeah.
If you enjoy social media and you've kind of like been curious about some of this stuff and management and stuff, I had heard it's so weird.
Just through the grapevine, like
Through
amongst
friends, mutual
creators.
friends. I'm not gonna throw anybody under the bus, but mutual friends and creators. I'd ask like, "Oh, have you ever seen these people?" And they were like, "Yeah, but I think they're all in a cult." And I was like,
Oh, that's
"What?"
weird.
I'd never heard anything about that. Like, yeah, it's really strange.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, whatever. And then this came out, and I was like, oh, is it kind of like proof a little bit? Like, I didn't know any of that stuff. And there was a lot of stuff. They talked about it blowing up with Miranda when the Wilkins sisters kind of
Yeah.
separated with Melody and Miranda. That was when a lot of I didn't realize it, but Melanie's and her parents went live and started a huge like campaign.
Because they just didn't know what else to do. Like they couldn't get a hold of her. She was
Yeah.
just kind of AWOL,
and they couldn't take legal action because it was an adult.
Right.
Like, it was just.
And they just
a
wanted her
mess.
back.
Yeah, it was hard.
Anyway, oh, sorry, I'm just trying to keep caught
Let's
up
say
here.
this happened. Los Angeles.
Los Angeles,
It was
yeah.
all in LA. So I guess California.
Yeah. I watched it waiting for the stream to start. It reminded me a lot of things. And nothing good. Of a lot of
Yeah.
things, but nothing good, yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's a mess.
you guys did want to ask about our trip. We just got back from LA. Not to change the subject, unless you have
I
more
wonder
questions.
why Mo and Dean's names had a little wrench. Oh, I made them
Moderators.
moderators.
In case we get bots
Until
again.
we get bots, they can
they
take
can
them off.
take them off.
Because it's hard for me to watch.
Yeah.
Yes.
I also have hangnails right now, and it's driving me crazy. Anyway.
The docu will lull me to sleep tonight.
Oh, no. I would.
Lull myself to
Ooh.
sleep tonight. Ooh.
Honestly, it's really well done. I love documentaries, but sometimes they're kind of like cheesy, you know?
No,
Whereas this one-
I love a documentary.
Luke does love a
I
documentary.
love a documentary. Any recommendations? Send them to me.
Yes.
Disney, history, World War I, World War II. I love a documentary. We watched a movie recently about some unsung heroes from World War II, World War I.
Which one?
The one where they went in the boat, and remember the
I'm
general
blanking, I'm
was
sorry.
super scary, and I didn't like how he was treating the girl.
And which one?
Paul, literally, it was about a heist. The last heist movie we watched, period piece, where the guy's on the
Oh,
boat.
sorry. Recently, I was thinking like in the past, and I was like Italian
recently,
Job.
and I love it.
No,
What's it called? The
That
man
was-
who did something.
it had like wait, it
was
didn't have.
so fun.
It had the guy, Man of Steel in it. Henry Cavill, right?
Yes,
He was
that's
the
right.
lead, and it was kind of adjacent. It's or not thematically, but like kind of adjacent to the. What is the movies that are like the really dapper guys that you? Oh, you're not listening to me anymore.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Masterpiece just sent me an email, and no, they're not interested. They don't know who we are.
I love them.
But Masterpiece is the. Oh, I haven't posted that video yet.
We've been editing so many videos. We literally
There's so
guys,
many videos.
there are so many videos in the pipeline right now, and my brain is a little scattered.
And you know what? We're gonna post them, and 50 people will watch them.
I know.
To be
But
honest,
fine,
I
it's
should
in the
just post
pipeline.
them, like make them not in that. Don't worry about it. You'd probably like them more if we didn't worry about them too much. But It's like Kyoto and we went to this Masterpiece, which is a bag company. I would go back to Japan I'd go back to Kyoto just to go to this store.
There's 2 stores I want to go to: the suit store and Masterpiece.
And they're right next to each other.
Right next
Real
to each other,
close.
real close. Well, I can't handle all the platforms I have good series. People seem to have. It's just too expensive. I get that.
What'd you say?
Webster, it's too expensive to have.
I know.
The streaming platforms. We only have. What do we have? We have
Disney Plus and Hulu comes with my cell phone
plan. That's the only reason we have.
That's the only reason I have those. And then we pay for Netflix and I pay for Spotify. Those are the 2 that I pay for.
The 3.
Oh, and I pay Mariah for HBO.
And Amazon Prime. Well,
I pay a little bit. We share that.
We share we have a family plan with Amazon Prime.
And Prime, we have a family plan.
Thank goodness, Mariah. That Prime has given us.
I know.
We just are on Prime all the time.
Oh, KC Masterpiece. No, it's just called Master Space Piece.
But also, KC Masterpiece is tasty.
Tasty barbecue.
Oh, yeah, we do have Disney Plus, but it comes with our cell phone plan, so we don't have to pay extra for it. It just
and Audible. We do pay for Audible.
We do pay for Audible because we love
God,
Audible.
Dang. I need to audit myself. Although I use.
Oh no, Nick! T-Mobile removed my free Hulu. Womp womp.
It's okay. To be honest, okay, I could be wrong.
What?
I could be wrong, but I love and I tend to gravitate toward YouTube.
I know. YouTube Premium. We didn't talk about that, but we pay that yearly.
I do pay a yearly fee for YouTube Premium because I hate ads. But YouTube Premium, technically, we do pay for Crunchyroll.
Oh crap! Yeah.
Dang.
We pay for a lot of things.
That's like $150 right there.
We should see what we could reduce. Reduce, reuse. Except the things we pay
See
for.
what I mean? The bucks. I know.
See, here's
my
the thing.
Spotify just came out of my bank account.
I think about that one. Spotify does come
every
out
month. I see it.
And we almost.
How's budgeting going? Okay. We're kind of planning for slow months, and we're being blessed along the way, which has been great. God has been so good
honestly.
to us.
So the beginning of the year, super scary. We were just about this close to getting jobs, and then God really blessed us here in the last couple months, and we've just been booked and blessed. It hasn't been all good because we don't get paid, guys. We'll do these jobs. Just understand that when we do these jobs, it's either we don't get paid from when it was posted. Like we've been working with these companies for months, and then it's like, okay, crap. Now we have to wait 30 days at the earliest that we'll get paid. It's either 30, 60, or 90 days post the posting of the brand content.
Brand deals are a mess because you really do have to, it's like somebody said it's like you're getting paid for the work that you did 6 months ago.
Yeah. Also, somebody said, you don't get paid for dancing? We do get paid for dancing on YouTube, but everywhere
Only
else,
YouTube.
Bonuses are only for long form. Same with TikTok and Instagram both. It's only for longer, short form videos over a minute that you get paid for, and we can't dance that we just can't post that frequently if a dance is that long, and people don't watch dances that are that long on short form. It just our retention is like you've got like 6-8 counts and that's max. 3 is best.
Webster's that I don't get how you pay for YouTube TV but not YouTube Premium. Okay, I'll stop carping about this. I don't use YouTube TV because I don't really watch TV, but I do understand the value of YouTube TV. If I was to get TV, it would be YouTube TV. I've tested it before, but I just don't watch TV enough.
Yeah,
we watch
same.
so much YouTube.
Same.
Just YouTube, like creator YouTube.
That was kind of, wait, what did Mariah say? She said that was kind of a joke because of the streaming platforms you were mentioning, haha.
Oh, how's budgeting going?
Oh, yeah, it's
not good.
Not great. But
we're thankful.
We're thankful where we're at.
Guys, tomorrow or Wednesday we're posting another video with Hawaiian Bros. Make sure to pop it off for us.
Share it. Just
share
text
it.
that. Copy that link in the just for analytics. I don't know, guys. Some of these things, just give it a comment. Say that you love what we made. We actually, you know what I'm really excited about that collab is the bloopers. The blooper video, the first story post. It's a doozy. It's gonna be funny. I am proud of that. And honestly, I pitched it when I sent it to them. I said, hey, we could put the real one in the story post and put the bloopers as the actual in-feed post, but they didn't like that idea.
Nick. Oh, me. Oh, let's watch something on HBO Max. Also me. Watch this Full House again. Well,
yeah. Honestly, I like Max is nice, but I don't find I literally always find myself on YouTube. Always. Almost 90% of the time.
Hawaii Bros just announced Wraps. That's amazing.
Right, we gotta go together. We gotta make that a fun time.
Your subscribers are steadily rising.
So right now, our YouTube has actually done really well. We've started this new strategy. We have done a poor job this week because we were gone, but of blitzing the content. But I apologize if you've been blitzed by Twin Sauce content.
We're excited about this next week, though, because we have a lot of new content coming out. But we want to have the vlogs out so we can attach the vlogs to the short form.
Oh, you're a TV and movie person. Well, recommend away. Oh, wraps, like a tortilla wrap?
Yeah, like a wrap.
Like, right now, Hawaiian Bros basically is just like meat, mac salad, and rice. And then you just like, that's like the meal. And then you get like extras on the side, like fruit or veggies.
It's like a burrito, basically. Yeah. But I wonder what they'll put on the burrito. Do you think it'll be the chicken and the rice?
Probably chicken, rice, and,
Mariah, do you know?
Sauce, maybe?
Love that.
Oh, Disneyland recap. We got to tell you about our trip.
Our trip. Well, first of all, let's back up. We flew out on, so Monday was a holiday. We went to a pool day. Did a fun little pool day with
it was at Sarah's house.
But it was with a big family of people.
It was where we danced on the pool deck.
Yeah, danced on the pool deck.
Not at night, the one during the day.
The fun fact, we had a live stream that night. I felt terrible. That afternoon, I feel like my, I don't know, whatever these are.
Nodes?
No, the things that people get removed sometimes.
Will, you just changed your profile picture, or did you? Or is it the same
That's
one?
what he had last week.
Okay, never mind. Just kidding. Ignore me.
My throat felt like it was swelling up, and not like in an allergic reaction way, but Paul, I'm telling you the story.
Sorry, I just got excited. Mariah just said what was in the wrap, but you can finish your story first.
Okay, so then I felt terrible. Came home, we did the live. I got through the live. I felt so bad, and I felt freezing cold. I didn't realize this, but I had a slight fever. Then I went to sleep. Then I was hot, then I was cold, then I was hot, then I was cold, then I was hot, then I was cold. And I didn't sleep at all, and I got up at 3:30 a.m. Only to find out that our flight, after we ordered the Uber, our flight had been canceled.
And we were running late, you guys.
We were kind of running a little tight.
I feel like most people were, for that flight, we were fine. But most people that were on that flight were already either en route to the airport. It was a late cancellation.
Yeah, it was really random. So they canceled it. We got rebooked for an hour and a half later. So we could have totally driven ourselves.
Our own
car. It would have been cheaper.
And
to just
parked
park
it
there, got the tram in, even though it takes forever.
The reason we didn't drive is because we were running late. Yeah. So we were like, we'll have an Uber, and then we'll see if we can get a ride home.
At this point, I'm exhausted. I have a headache. I don't feel feverish anymore.
But you don't feel
But
good.
I was not feeling well.
Keep telling the story. I gotta get a fingernail clipper for these freaking hangnails.
Paul's has a great bubbly attitude, as always. But was very, very considerate of my irritation. I had a hat on and I had my earphones on, and I kept pushing the hat lower on my forehead and then tightening the hat as tight as it would go.
It was cinched on his head.
To try to pressure it out of my head. I don't know what I was trying to do. But I did not feel good. And I was like, I have got to feel better by the time we get to Los Angeles. So I get to Los Angeles. No, we get to Denver. Because we were originally supposed to go through Dallas, and Dallas doesn't have a lounge. And we were mad about that. But then we got shifted to Denver, which I'm always happy about because I love the Capital One Lounge in Denver.
But here's the funny thing. When we were rebooking, we could either have rebooked for the 7:05 flight, the 9:05 flight, or the 10:30 flight, and still literally got to LA at the same time.
Because our flight from all LA, three of those flights were going to Denver, and then they were going to go on to LA.
So it was literally like we were just waiting for the flight in Denver.
But we don't care because we had a really good lounge.
We had a great lounge.
In Denver. Guys, listen here.
We love a good lounge.
If I tell you all of this, then you won't have a vlog to watch. You'll watch it anyway. So then
hopefully. Please watch it anyway.
We get to our lounge. I eat some food. Immediately feel 150 times better. I feel like another person. I'm just goobing. Feeling like a new man.
That's where the intro of the vlog happens.
Yes, I'm feeling like a vibe. We get to LA. We go meet up with my friend Carter Kench. We had just more recently, within the last few months, connected with him and
he was on a live stream not too long ago.
Yeah, he popped on a few times. Nicest dude. Got coffee with him. Filmed a little dance video. If you saw that, that's Carter. Go follow him. He's a great dude. Very funny and unapologetically himself, and I love it. And he always talks about how he's never worked a day in his life.
Because he just
I just feel like I love what I do. Everything. It doesn't feel like work. I just film. Share my little lives. So then, tonsils. Yes, my tonsils felt very, very enlarged. Scratchy. I wasn't really coughing, but it was more like I just felt like a lot of pressure here. Carter's awesome. Yeah, he is. Love him. So, we were hoping to do another thing with him, but we don't have anything planned. Regardless. We hung out with him, filmed a video. Then we went to the main idea of what we were going to do, which is filming a review of the Hollywood Roosevelt, which is one of the oldest hotels in Los Angeles. It is not the oldest, but it is one of the oldest. And we had a ball.
So much fun.
And I'm not going to tell you any more about that because there's a whole video about that.
And I'm
coming out.
literally so excited about it. The next day, though, which we can't talk about, it will be in like the BTS vlog, but it's just
watch the BTS vlog. It's basically a car vlog.
It's basically us in the car or our behind the scenes of dances. So
And it's sort of charming. We need to do it more. It's fun.
it honestly though, like when I first started before, because at first I was like, I'm only going to use things that aren't in other videos. So I'm not going to show like anything at the Roosevelt, and I'm not going to show anything at like Disneyland. It's just going to be like the in between stuff.
Just the car.
But it's just us sitting in the car, and so it's like when we were with Carter, I didn't film that much with Carter except us dancing.
Yeah.
And then a BTS of us dancing, which was very
So
cute.
many vlog promises. It's coming.
It's coming
this week. We're gonna bombard you this week.
Guys, just hold me accountable. Tomorrow night, by tomorrow night, this overarching chill vlog will be up.
Yes.
If it's not, spam me. Just start spamming. The emails, the messages. Just be like, Paul,
Spam.
post it.
It'll be out by tomorrow.
It will be up by
Promise.
tomorrow. I actually tonight hope to actually finish it.
Thanks, Tim. Yes.
Yes, Maddie, hold me to it. I need you to. I need the accountability. And then hopefully by the end of the week, the Roosevelt vlog will go up. And then after that, hopefully we'll be really close
I
in.
believe the vids when I see them.
Shut up, Tracy. I know. I have a horrible time finishing vlogs.
She knows you well.
I've had it up to here with you.
Anyway, so then the next day, we got to do a very, very cool opportunity. And we might talk a little bit about this in the vlog, but it has to be voiceover.
It has to be voiceover.
Because,
yeah.
or like, we talked about it in the car. Because we weren't allowed to film on site, but we got to go to the Walt Disney studio lot, and we got to get a tour. It was set up by our friend Mike, who runs D23, which is the Disney fan club. We're not members of D23, we just know Mike, and Mike set it up for us. We also
Super
are
kind.
friends of
Brett
Iwan, who's the voice of Mickey Mouse.
Who we weren't supposed to see because he was supposed
He
to
was
be
supposed
in
to be in
Paris.
Paris, but it happened that he actually was going to be there and on the studio. So we showed up an hour early, and he gave us a private tour.
It was more than an hour.
It was like an hour and a half. But he
It was like
so
we showed up at 1 hour. Our thing wasn't until 3:30.
I meant to actually film us tapping today because I wanted to post about it and say this is for you, Brian. We met one of the guys who was the creative consultant.
No, he was the lead. It was like the artistic designer. He's like the
one
artistic
of the
director
artistic directors
for
of
Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast.
He doesn't.
And the
He was
Little
getting
Mermaid.
his own little studio tour lot.
And he bumped into
Him
us
and his husband, and they were like,
You
was
guys
like,
were the ones that dance.
you guys dance online. And so then we talked for a bit with him and Brett, and then he was like, we just started tap class, him and his husband. And we were like,
So we all started tap dancing.
just little tap dances.
a lot.
And his husband was telling me, he said, I really only do it for my balance and just to keep my legs moving, but Brian really likes it. He just
Yeah,
has
he
so
says,
much
I
fun."
just got pullbacks. And he showed me. And he had good pullbacks. He was in his
Yeah.
60s. I said, I like where this is going.
I like where this goes, but we can't show that because it's on the lot.
Yeah, we can't
and
film
even though
anything
I
on the
filmed
lot.
it, I can't show it to you because legally it's wrong. Do you think it'd be wrong if I put it up on Patreon? Patreon's just... If it goes up on Patreon, do not leak it. You can't leak it because I'll get in trouble with the big boys at Disney, and I work with them. Anyway,
So we have studio
not-
lot. We also got to go to Walt Disney's office that has been recreated in 2015. Well, so
that's right, Mariah. It was a moment just for us.
8 years. Yeah, it really true. It doesn't matter. It was so great. Right after Walt Disney died, they kind of cleared out. They had a guy come in and photograph a bunch of his office, like
Archive
in
it.
hyper detail and archive it. Then a bunch of other guys moved in. You know, Eisner had his era. Everybody had their era, and they changed a lot of things. But then in 2015, they came back and they said, "Hey, what if we recreated Walt Disney's office?" And they did that, and they give very limited tours of the office. And we were lucky enough to be offered a tour, which was so incredibly cool.
So cool.
I don't know how it happened, and I am not worthy of it. It was crazy.
It was so good.
Getting to go and see his office, it's eerie because it is like exactly as he left it.
But like, honestly, we have some photos. So what we're gonna do in the video is we could take photos.
Yeah,
we just can't take video.
We'll show you photos.
So we just have a bunch of photos and we'll just do some VO.
Yeah,
But like us in the office. We also, I'm gonna get you these pins. We got these cool pins for attending.
Yeah,
or for
just-
getting to see the office.
we did it, yeah.
Let's see here. And I like, they're actually, sometimes with these like you get a pin for being somewhere special, they're kind of lame. But these are like,
These are really cool.
These are really special. Oops, I kind of did not do this very good. Oh, you gotta go the other direction. That's one.
One of them is for. Oh, so I'll show this one while you open that one.
I'll cover
This
my
is
face.
the one. This is the one from. Cover my face. The actual Walt Disney's office, special Walt Disney office pin, and it talks about not a thumbs down, from the office of Walt Disney, and those are only given to people who have been in the office of Walt Disney.
Now this is the
Special?
official. This one's the official. I don't know if you can see it up close. I don't know if you can see it though. It's still not focusing on it. Close your face. There we go.
That's
There
for
it
the
is.
VIP tour.
That's for the VIP tour, which is so cute.
Oh.
So Mickey Mouse. And then we went to the gift store and bought a Spirit jersey.
That said Walt Disney
Which I
Studio.
love.
It's one of my favorite Spirit
It's
jerseys
like
I own.
I know. Do you have it?
And
Do you have
then
it handy? Mine's handy in the drawer right over there.
I'll grab it.
If you don't grab it in my normal Spirit jersey drawer, I can show it to you. Wait, did I do that thumbs down?
I did it with the
Oh, because you were holding it.
in the drawer.
Down. That one. Yep. It's right on top. It's so cool because it's like a distressed Spirit jersey.
These are my two favorite.
Yeah, these are our two favorite Spirit jerseys, but it almost looks denim.
Also the Baymax.
But it says on the front here, we bought these. They didn't give them to us. I wish. Making magic since 1923. And it's got the studio lot, like the here I'll get it
Water
closer here,
tower.
the water tower. Let's see if I can get that close enough so you can see it. The water tower, and then the back just says the Walt Disney Company, which I like because it's like not park specific. And then it's just got a really nice Mickey Mouse on it.
Yeah, very classic
Which,
Mickey.
Lord knows, that's all I want on a Spirit jersey.
All I ever want.
Yeah.
I love this one too.
I love
but
the
it's a
minimalism.
little bit the all over print's a little much. But I love it
Yeah.
still. We wear this one all the time. You've seen this one, probably if you've been around. And it's just a Mickey Mouse one with an all over print.
Okay, Dean. Enough about the 33rd one. I don't need that. I don't need some shade. I don't need that shade. I do love this one too, though. Here's the thing, though. I just want to tell you right now. If I got rid of all my Spirit jerseys, there would be only 2 left in my collection, and it would be those 2.
No, you get rid of what you want. I love my Baymax one.
Oh crap! I forgot about that one. Yeah,
I love my Baymax
that
one.
would stay. There's a Spider-Man one I kind of like, but most of my Spider-Man ones I'm not like obsessed with.
Spider-Man one, I'm not obsessed with. If they had the kid Spider-Man one, I would totally get it.
I
Kid
know.
Spider-Man one's not
Make a
available
bigger
for
one.
adults.
Whatever. I'll talk to my people at the. Just kidding. I don't have anybody. Anyway, that was our experience at the Studio Lot tour, which was so fun. And
It
then we got
was
to hang out
so
with
cool.
Austin and Meredith that night, and like
We got dinner with our friends Costumier. Hung out with them after. Penny, Paul.
Where did I get Peggy from?
Miss Penny.
Peggy.
Pen.
She's so cute.
We
and
love her.
she wanted to play with me, so she'd come up. It's in the vlog a little bit, but she would come up with her teddy bear. Because at first Austin was playing with the teddy bear with her, and then I played a little bit with her. I kind of got down on my hands and knees and played with her.
She's so
and then she
cute.
would kept bringing the teddy bear up to me and wanted me to chase her around this loop of their house.
Yeah, she always wants to chase.
Chase.
She's
Yeah.
precious. We had a really good conversation
Yes.
with them. And it was so good to talk to them. We talked about
Penny.
fighting as choreographers, like with 2 people. And when you bring up ideas and the other person doesn't really like them. We felt very seen and heard. And they encouraged us to film that process because I think that people would enjoy that.
Yes.
Watching us fight. Which obviously y'all do. The DMs we get after we have a little banter in the
And
gym.
honestly, guys, all that is like real life bantering that happens.
That's literally what happens on a daily basis.
It's
We
a
just
little
start
bit
filming
staged.
it.
It's like sensationalized because like we aren't filming when we have those conversations.
But actually that happens.
That stuff actually happens. Except
I will say,
it
the
may be a
fan
little bit
page-
more tart in real life. You know, if you know what I mean.
Less funny.
But a little less.
Did you get confused as kids? Not really. People knew us.
What are you talking about? Oh yeah, probably a dumb question, but did you collab? No, not this time. We just had dinner and talked. Most of it was just timing. We had so much going on. They had so much going on. That's like the time that we had to meet, and so we met up and just hung out, took a picture, and left. Like that was it. Yeah. And that's okay. Like, here's the thing about creating and collabing. Collabing is not what it used to be. It is good for our account to be seen with them, but it's not the reason we were meeting them. Does that make sense? It wasn't the reason we got together.
Even with Carter,
That was so last minute.
We literally told him, "You don't have to do this." He's like, "No, I want to try." I was like, "Okay, cool. As long as you want to." It doesn't really it is not that big of a deal, because the problem is like I could dance with Carter, yes, but until you see me 8 times, they say about 8 times.
in a short time.
System, if somebody, a fan of Carter, saw me 8 times, they might start getting curious about
About
who I am. Especially the dancer. I'm not talking. I'm not funny. I'm not creating.
Carter doesn't dance. So the fact that like we just posted that video with him.
He's a great dancer.
He's a great dancer. He did a great job,
really his
but that's not
brand.
his brand. So it doesn't work on his page, and we didn't make anything with him to go on his page, and that's fine. So like it's like that wasn't the purpose of our getting together with these people. Our goal has always been when we get together with other creators is to encourage and to lift up and to just be human together. Because the hard part is that a lot of people will meet you in this market and in this industry, and that they only are there to use you.
Or just to collaborate and see if there's anything there. Because I think sometimes people just feel a little bit alone in their creativity, and I get that.
Yeah.
So with a lot of people, like when we've met, it's really fun to collaborate with different kinds of accounts because it's challenging.
Yeah.
But we've talked to other people, other dancers who have said, sometimes it's really hard for us to know how to collaborate with other people. And I said, you know what? All it takes is a little bit of effort.
Yeah.
And that's what we want to do. So sometimes for us, our most successful collaborations have been with like unlikely collaborations.
Like our Signed Life.
Our Sign Life.
That was a great
did
collab.
Great,
Yeah.
and it performed well.
Yeah.
It's different. It's accessible. It's not hard.
Well, and what we did with this, we did not have on the Frog Hop, which we're getting to, the Disney trip. It was with Undercover Tourist, and I would just tell you right now.
Before we start anything about Undercover Tourist, I need you to know that they took us out there. We have to tell you that. We were brought by them and Disney, and we were promoting them. That being said, I am 125% behind that brand, and I'll push it without payment.
Which in general we are with brands, but like this brand is particularly
Their whole
special.
goal is just to save you money
and make them a little bit less money.
money.
Because there's a lot of things that can get into the nitty gritty of it, but basically what they do is they provide like Disney tickets at a discounted rate.
It's not just Disney tickets.
No, it's like everything. You
It's
can
like
get like
everything.
Royal Caribbean cruises on
You
there.
can get random museum tickets.
Yeah.
Same way.
Check on their website and put
Just
in
go check their
your
website.
city. There's stuff for Kansas City in there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Discounted tickets.
Discounts. You guys, just save money. It's better. But they basically, how they make their money is they are more focused on volume sales than small sales.
So they offer a lot of really good promotions at a lesser rate than they even make.
Right.
Like they're losing money technically,
But-
and then they're selling more of that, making them enough to run their business.
Right. So essentially, if they can sell enough,
I
they
love
make
discounts
they're
too.
profitable.
I love discounts.
I do.
And they even, if you look on their website, you can look at like short-term
Cruises.
destinations for cruises.
Yeah.
And sometimes they can get even higher discounts on stuff that's closer.
Like last minute cruises.
Yeah.
So like you can look there because basically what happens is cruises need to sell.
We might do a deal with it. I can't say that.
We would love to.
We really want to do. You know how? Yeah, okay, they know. These people, they can know. Y'all,
The secret.
This is not public. Well, actually,
How can you talk about it on here and say it's not public?
okay. This is our dream. It is not set in stone. There is nothing on
This
the
could
table.
all fall through.
But we would love to go on a Disney cruise and just invite our audience to come with us, and it would all be with Undercover Tourists. They would be the ones who we would buy our tickets through, save us all money. We'd all go on this together and we'd try to work with Disney because they work directly with Disney sometimes to do like special daily events that would be like specific.
We
and
would
then-
see what we can. I was even talking to her
don't
when we
know.
were there, and I was like, I don't know how hard that is. She's like, that's
we
a
could,
bigger
like-
lift. But she's like, what?
We could like pick things to
Right.
do.
Well, and what she was even saying, she's like, what?
Get
if,
reservations
If you're
together.
not worried about, like, are you wanting to like teach a class, like a dance class? I was like, not necessarily.
I think it would be fun, but
I
it
think
would have to
it'd
be the right group of people.
Yeah,
and honestly, like,
Who cares?
we're so chill. Like,
Well, and she was like, well, because the easiest case scenario is that you guys go on a cruise, just and hang out. And like you guys can plan out like, hey, we're gonna do this excursion on this stop of the cruise, and invite people to join you on that. If they don't want to, no worries, whatever. But like she's like, that's the easiest thing to do.
okay, cool. Let's
But
do that.
like, but she's like, and you could just have like daily meetups where you like meet up at
All
this
right,
certain area.
Everyone's gonna meet at the Cove Cafe.
Yeah,
for a little,
but she's
little
like, that doesn't
treat.
take that doesn't take any extra. That doesn't take Disney any work to get that set up, right?
Well,
So,
we don't
like,
want to make them extra work.
That's what I mean. So
but I
she
would
was
love
saying,
to collaborate with the captain. It's my
that's what I wanna
dream
do.
to collaborate with the captain.
or
And
with,
it didn't happen.
honestly, with the cruise director. I just want to do it with the cruise director.
cruise director collab.
Yeah.
That's my dream.
Anyway, that's what we'd love to do someday, but who knows?
Man, Dean is getting put to work. So sorry.
Sorry, Dean. I don't know what you're doing.
It's that spam account
Thanks.
from last time.
Oh, really? Thank you. You might be able to put him in timeout. I don't know. learning how to animate in 1958.
Yeah, they
classes.
have like animation classes.
Which we could all do those things together. I'm not saying that like
it'd be
it wouldn't be
cool.
like planned events like where it's like special events for you. It would be like us just hanging out, which is my dream.
Me, Myself, and Myers. You've never done anything Disney related, and you'd be interested in that?
Okay. Oh.
Keep an ear out.
Keep an ear out.
Maybe add notifications on our YouTube videos. You know, I wish you could do that on other things too. Can you do that on Instagram?
Like notifications on
Yeah,
individual
so
persons?
it would. Excuse me. It would notify you whenever somebody posts.
I think you can.
I hate it. It's so hard. It's so hard to make sure that you see stuff.
But the notifications on you are very specific. So like you can go into your notification settings
On Instagram?
Yes, and you can tell I only want notifications. Like right now, I only have notifications turned on for messages from my primary
People that
inbox.
you follow.
Yeah, so basically people that I follow that message me, those are the things I see. If it's not there, I don't see it right until I open the app. But I can tell it that. So then you could go and tell it I want notifications.
Skylar and Molly, don't spam the chat. Just once is fine. Hi, Skylar and Molly.
Hi, Skylar and Molly.
Thank you. Yeah, please don't spam the chat. We don't have that many people on the chat. Just hang out.
Yeah, we're just all hanging.
Skylar and Molly, where are you from?
Yeah, tell us a little
And
bit
are
about
you
yourselves.
Skylar or Molly or both?
Or are you both here?
Are you both here?
Wow.
Very cool. I totally go to Disneyland with you
Ben
guys.
said, why'd the captain?
Your boyfriend is not a fan of the theme parks. I just think it would be fun to collaborate and do a dance with somebody who is like a part of the crew.
Guys,
like the actual
stay tuned.
sailor crew.
Stay tuned this late summer. Just stay tuned.
You know what we should do? We should
Stay tuned. I'm just saying, stay tuned and watch the content. Go back and look at the toward like late. We haven't made it yet.
What? For what? Oh, we haven't made that yet.
We haven't made that yet. But I'm saying, stay tuned. If you are interested in theme park stuff, stay tuned.
And possibly winning something.
Maybe with us. Maybe.
We have not posted it yet.
Just stay tuned.
You know what I hate? My eyebrows. Like, why do I do that?
Why do I do that? Good question.
Like that? What is that?
Oh, you're a big fan of us. You really want to dance with us? Well, we would love to dance with you. That would be so fun. Speaking it into existence. Yep, just probably talking out the side of my mouth, honestly. That's my problem.
Did you just cover your mouth and whisper into a mic?
That's hilarious. That is true. I didn't even think about the mic. Okay? I did this when I really should have been doing this. Dean says your eyebrows are fine. You don't need to worry about your eyebrows.
I'm so upset with them. Calm down. I had to tell them to calm
Not Japan.
down.
No.
We are so busy this month. No, we don't have any Pride activities going on.
We're like just trying to catch
We
up.
usually
right
get
now.
invited to be part of the Kansas City parade, but it almost never works out. It's never worked out.
I don't even
so
know
far.
when we haven't been asked this year.
Not this year.
Which
I think
they realize we're always gone.
We're never available. Summer's crazy for us.
Well, wasn't it this?
It might have already happened.
It may have
actually.
already
It might have been last weekend.
No, because it just started this week.
Did you guys watch Chip and Dale as kids?
Yes.
Just asking. We did.
Yeah, I love Chip and Dale.
honestly, that's like such a cliche thing for twins to like characters.
I know.
But they're so much like us. I'm definitely more like Dale. And Paul's like
More
Chip,
Chip.
even though I like Chip's design better. We both do. But Dale, fine. He's a red nose. It's weird. It's whatever. But I do like Dale.
loved the new film that
The
came
new
out.
film, that made me realize, okay.
Oh, you're a little more Dale-ish?
Yeah, I'm Dale-ish.
Dalish, I mean,
I'm Dale-ish.
offered to do it. No, we've never gotten offered to do a Disney commercial. Some have. I know some people have done it. But
Why are you doing live? Why not? I'm
We're-
glad you're here.
We're just talking. If you had a twin, if I had a twin, we would be twins. And Alice in Wonderland, so serious.
Oh, the Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Yeah, that was funny.
This is Rescue Rangers.
I love Rescue Rangers.
Yeah, we like Rescue. Paul got a new bag as a kind of a giveaway from the Rescue Rangers.
It was at our Disney event. We were doing trivia.
We
and
did
I got
trivia at a Disney event with the
Undercover
crew,
Tourist.
Undercover Tourist, and the crew with Disney that was there with us. And Paul won this bag,
Which
I
is
think is
so cute.
It's the Rescue Rangers plane that has little wings.
Here, you have to move. See? The Rescue Rangers.
I don't
And
know.
it's the airplane. So there's the propeller, and then this is the balloon, which you can see on the back. Is the balloon.
It's a cool design.
And it's got the wings.
Does
On
it
the
have
side
like, what's
pockets.
the inside? Everyone always wants to see the inside.
Oh yeah, I don't even know. I've barely looked.
Oh,
it's
it's
the
a Rescue Rangers logo.
You can kind of see there.
Fun. We don't really have any lounge. We both have a Spider-Man lounge fly. This is our next edition.
Oh my! I didn't even see this. They've even got the
landing
plungers.
gear.
The plungers for the
Yeah.
landing gear. That's precious.
So
I like
cute.
it. We also got these. They gave us these.
How about
Which
a
I
dance in Israel? I would love.
I would love to go to
I
Israel.
would love to go. We would love
The Holy
to do the
Lands
middle.
would be great.
The Middle East. It probably isn't like great for tourism right now, but flip it around. Technically, it's backwards.
Is that back? Is that the back? Oh.
Yeah, the star's the front.
I like that Pixar Fest. Can I pull off a bucket hat, or is this the cringe?
It looks a little cringe. Can I?
Yeah. Jeez. You just said it looked cringe though. It's that's pretty cute. I am excited for Moana 2. I'm curious. I'm skeptical.
Yeah, because
it
it
was
was series
it was
first.
literally developed as a series, and then it became a theatrical release for a film. That could be that they just had a better story that was fit for a film, or that they just saw the popularity of Moana 1, which was very popular last year on streaming, and maybe they just decided that it needed to be a theatrical release.
But I am
don't know.
curious as to what it's going to look like and what it's going to be like, and I'm afraid it's going to feel episodic, kind of like
Voyage of the Dawn
Voyage of the
Treader from
Dawn Treader.
Narnia, yeah.
But I am excited. I'm curious. Honestly, I'm excited because the girls who wrote the Bridgerton musical,
They're doing the music for it, which I'm excited about.
They won a Grammy for that.
I
So
know.
I'm excited about that. I think it'll give it a different flair, and it'll still feel very musical theater. I'm very excited about
I'm excited about it. I wish I could pull off any hat. It'd be nice for summer. Yeah, those are nice for summer. I love. You guys saw the vlog with this one. I love this hat.
it. Yeah, that's a wrap.
That's a wrap hat. I don't feel like I look that cool in it, but I do like it. So.
Tim, yes. Do you ever have to thin in or give away stuff, or you get stuff given to you all
Yes.
the time? Yes. It is a constant.
We have like a box over here that's either
No, we have a hallway
we
full
have
of things that need to go to the thrift store.
/ be sold.
Or sold.
That's like stuff we've bought. That's different a little bit because that's like some of the stuff we bought that we like can't return. So then we're like, oh, should we sell it? So we're kind of
It'll eventually be given away.
Yeah, honestly. And then in Luke's room we have a basket of.
I have a
gift.
bucket in my closet of
gifts.
things that we keep for gifts.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
sorry about it.
Yeah.
Sunrider,
I should give away a
welcome.
hat.
But
got
I do give them away, and I try not to like. The biggest thing that I don't like to do is I don't like to waste anything. I don't want to just throw it away.
Yeah.
So I'll also, if nobody wants it, or if it's not something that I can think of a gift for anyone,
Yeah.
I do enjoy giving it to the thrift store, or like reusing or giving it to somebody who like, you know, possibly shows interest. A lot of the stuff we get is sort of like Disney-esque or nerdy, and so that's fun to have like
have
things to
around.
give away.
Hillary-
Clothes I almost never get rid of.
Hillary
which is bad.
Lila said, "Do you like the new JoJo Siwa new song?"
Do I?
Are we talking about
Karma or the new one that's not been released yet? JoJo Siwa is just begging to get talked about, and you know what? I honestly think it's genius marketing. It's called
Oh crap! You're right.
it's called shock factor marketing, and it's the no bad news is good news, or no bad news is bad news,
Or no bad press.
yeah, no bad press, and that's just that she's trying to ride on bad press. And to be honest, she's doing a great job. She's one of the most talked about people on the internet right now, and yeah, it's sort of an infamy. But if I'm being perfectly honest, she's doing exactly, or we're doing right now, talking about it exactly what she wants. And I think that she's always lived in this area of cringe marketing.
Yeah, cringe marketing. Yeah. Okay.
So.
Good. There's a lot going on here. Luke, Paul, that hat looks cringe on you. Maybe we'll look it on me, despite being almost identical.
I was proven wrong, Joy.
What other live actions are coming out? You know what? I'm not on top of my movie game right now. I gotta be honest.
Well, the Mufasa movie's coming out.
Yeah.
Not a fan. There is a Moana live action in the works, and I don't know when it's released.
I think it's 2025.
It might be 25.
But there's a lot of things that if you guys didn't go see Fallout or Fall Guy was only in theaters for 3 weeks, and then it was on streaming, and I'm like so mad about that because I love that film and I wanted to go
Wait,
back
it's
and
already
see
in
it.
streaming?
Yeah.
For
Straw Hat Goofy made a video about it. He's like, I'm mad at all of you. He's like, because
It was
this movie,
so good.
This movie, he's like, is one of the top 3 of this year, and it's already on streaming 3 weeks later. That's inappropriate.
Inappropriate. That should have been in theaters for months.
So
we were hoping to go see it
good.
again.
I know, but it's already on streaming.
What?
I'm so mad.
And it was it was a movie theater movie.
That was a movie theater movie.
Oh, that was so good.
I'm sad.
Did any of you see the Fallout? The Fallout? Fall Guy.
Oh,
Fall
the
Guy.
Fallout movie. You're talking about the show?
There's the show, and then there's the Fall Guy. I was talking about
Yeah.
Fall Guy, but also I'm curious about the Fallout show.
We haven't seen it yet,
haven't
but I
seen
want it. Looks good. Tracy said prayers. Yes, if you have prayer requests or something you're
yeah, it's
dealing
already,
with,
10:50.
we're almost out of time. So let us know what those prayer requests are, because we want to know what's going on in your world. As you heard earlier in this stream, if you were here, we are Christians, but that doesn't mean that if you're not a Christian, we can't lift you up in a way that's like positive and uplifting. We want to welcome you into our community as well, and we want to know what's going on in your life. We could talk all day about what's going on in ours, but
Terrell, yeah, I feel a little groggly. What did you say? Croaky?
Croaky. It was a little groggy.
You should have heard me at dance class. I was trying to teach a combo, and I was like, he goes like this, oh, and it was like not good.
It was not good. What were you trying to say?
It's, you know,
you were
says,
like,
oh!
Yeah, he goes,
It was a Michael
"Oh!"
Jackson song I was teaching. It's like, oh, it's like right when he says, oh, and it was like,
but it
I
like
did that.
cracked.
It
It like crackled, and it was.
and I laughed at myself, and I was like, what was that?
Yeah, it was funny.
But they all thought
Oh,
it was
Furiosa!
so
I want to see
fun.
that, but I haven't seen any of the other new Mad Maxes.
We have seen part of one of them.
Yeah, but
we didn't. We need to sit down and watch the newer Mad Maxes.
Yeah, we do. What was the movie that isn't live action yet you would love to create dances for? Wait, what is one Disney movie that isn't live action yet that you would love to create dances for? Honestly, Hercules would be so fun to choreograph, like for animation.
I don't want to do
if
a
you've
live
ever
action
seen,
though. I'm not a huge
not a live
fan.
action fan, but if you want a really good animated choreography piece, Keenan and Maria did
Yes.
Us Again, and
It's a short
It's
on
a short. It's
Disney
on
Plus.
Disney Plus. I think you can even find it on YouTube. But it is like Us Again. Look it up. Google it.
One of my favorite.
One of my
things
favorite
that
things I've
Disney
ever
animation has
seen.
done.
It was before Raya, so not that many people saw it as a short in theaters. And we saw it in theaters, and I love it so much.
Yeah, so good.
It's so good.
Fallout Guy, is that one movie about emo music about Fallout Boy?
No, Fall Guy is a love letter to stuntmen, and I thought in the movie industry, but stuntmen.
And we'll be praying for your therapy.
Oh yeah.
Work with your phobia. Ooh.
Trish asked what state we're in. We are in Missouri, the great state of Missouri.
Right near the border of Kansas, though.
And even if you didn't.
Live action Princess and the Frog.
Oh, Trish said the Fallout show is fantastic if you like those games.
I don't know those games, but I would love to watch
It
the
looks
show.
really cool, but I don't
Hi,
know.
Kim. Welcome. Joseph.
Ben did an espresso short mirroring your short, and my back is better. What do you mean? Like did you do the dance? The espresso dance?
Who?
Ben, right here. I did an espresso short mirroring your short, and my back is better. What do you mean? Did you post it? I'd love to see it.
You should message me a link on Instagram.
on Instagram or something, Ben, because I'd love to see it if you did it.
Kansas. Hope. Ever seen Twister? I've not seen Twister, but I see that there's a new one coming out. I've been in the hospital since Thursday. I'm having a heart problem.
no, Rick.
I'm so glad you're doing well, but that's so sad.
That is so sad.
Kim, do you have any
Kim.
prayer requests? We're just getting ready to sign off.
Yeah.
Where's Giggle Mo? She went to sleep.
Yeah, she texted me. She said, "Hey, I have to go. Bye." I said, "Okay, good night."
Nick said a joke, but I didn't see it.
I didn't see it. It was a bad joke.
Yes,
What-
I did the dance. Oh, good.
What, Nick? A Fall Guys movie about emo music. Oh, that was a good joke. That was a good joke.
That was a good one.
Prayers for physical therapy. Hillary, yes, praying for that.
Good. Continues to work
Glad
well
it's
for
going
me.
well.
I did a hashtag twin sauce. We'll have to go look for it.
Oh yeah, I'll go look at the hashtag.
It's on my YouTube short right now.
Okay.
Well, we'll go on to it
YouTube.
right after.
Okay, cool.
Thanks for your prayers. A week
Let's
ago,
see if I
my
can
golden
open it.
retriever skin condition. Go to channel.
Sorry, go to channel. Okay, yeah. I pulled your channel up, Ben, so I can go look at it.
Golden retriever skin condition. I think we'll figure out what the problem is. It's medicated shampoo. Go figure.
Oh man.
The medicated shampoo is the problem?
Or the medicated shampoo is what you need, because otherwise that's expensive, and I hate that.
We'll go look for that video, Ben. It's so fun listening to you both since I've missed the past few streams. Always energized on a Monday evening. Oh, good, Jojo.
Good.
That makes my
Love
day.
that.
We got temps of 39 this week in Cyprus.
No way! That is so cold.
Unless it's Celsius.
Oh wait, Celsius?
Then that's hot.
That's hot.
It depends.
The conversion for me is bad. I need to
No way
figure that
living
out.
being suffer.
May no living being suffer.
Webster, I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Directions for wisdom at work decisions.
Still looking
Also
for
still looking for
flatmates.
flatmates. Oh, that's
we'll be
rough,
praying.
Kim. We'll be praying for that.
Are you still at your church? I know you had tried a new church and you were happy last week.
Terrell, we have not decided on a community
We figure
name.
y'all will name yourselves.
You guys will have to figure it out. You know, you're the MVPs. You're the real ones. So,
Twin South Sea.
because we can name you, but it won't necessarily. Nothing will technically stick if we talked to somebody else about this, and they said, "Well, you kind of just have to let it happen." I was like, "Oh, okay,
Gargle some salt water and make sure it's warm. That's a good idea.
yeah." We took
Medicated shampoo was the problem.
Oh.
My goodness, that sucks.
that sucks.
No, it's hot.
Oh, hot.
39 Celsius,
That does
that's
sound hot. Sorry, 39 degrees like Fahrenheit would be very.
Emily's
cold.
former boss and baby, her baby's in the NICU.
Oh
Still.
no.
Oh wow. We'll be praying. Thanks. I hide behind a costume.
Aw,
Sunrise,
son.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, I went back, and so far so good. Going to connect with a small group and later and see how that goes.
That's
Oh,
great.
good. Thank you so much, Sunrider. Oh, and also all of you. It's a prayer.
Yes. Alrighty, let's go ahead and pray. You want to pray us out?
I prayed last time.
Oh yeah, it's my
but
turn.
I can.
Sure. No, your voice sucks. Yeah. Heavenly Father God, I thank you for today, and I thank you for this time that we get to all hang out and enjoy each other's community. Thank you for each and everyone on this stream and what they're going through, whether that be illness or other people's illness. There's like a baby in the NICU and so many other things going on, God, but you are in control, and we are so thankful that we don't have to have it all figured out. Thank you for truth. I think back to the beginning of the stream where we were talking about all the lies and miscommunications and manipulations that were being used to control people using your words. And that's just really heartbreaking to me. And I just pray that truth will out and that those people will really dive into the word and realize that what they're being taught is a lie. But I know that you're in control, and we pray that for each and every one of those people in that cult and also alleged cult. We also pray for each and every one of the people on this stream, and that you will just bless each and every one of them in the different things that they're going through. I know we lifted them up verbally before, but God, you're in control and you're powerful, and we're so thankful that you love us and sent your son to die for us. I know, I'm wrapping it up. In your name I pray, amen. Amen. Luke was like, when Luke starts praying that you're about done to be, you're done, but you're about done.
I always tap Paul when I say, if I start praying that Paul needs to wrap it up,
Just gonna tap him.
hey God, could you
Just hurry him up a bit.
hurry him up a sec? I'm getting sleepy over here.
Good sleep. I fall asleep.
Oh, love y'all. Thanks
It's
for
like
much for
yeah,
being here.
Maddie said 39 Celsius is like 102 Fahrenheit. That's awful.
That's
That is
so
hot. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, sorry Emily, we didn't see it, and Tracy had to kind of boost it.
Thanks.
Yeah, please go like the live.
Thanks, Ben.
Thanks for
And
being here,
Dean,
y'all. We're
thank
so
you-
thankful for you.
Thank you for being a moderator for us.
Yeah,
And
thanks
Mariah.
to Dean and Mariah. Mariah's not on right now, but for being moderators for us.
Tracy said saying alleged to God. True. I'm just saying.
Oh, good night, everybody. Hopefully there'll be a video live tomorrow night. Hold Paul to that. If you don't see it by tomorrow night,
Start messaging me and be like, Paul?
hey Paul,
Where's this YouTube
like
video?
me with a prayer.
Yeah, be like
Paul?
Luke.
Paul.
Say,
We should be able to have some stuff up tonight and this week.
tomorrow.
We'll have tomorrow, and we'll have the rest of these videos hopefully up by the end of the week. That's
we're just
our
trying to
goal.
blitz them so that they're done and out of our
That way the
queue.
reels have something to connect to.
Right. Or the shorts.
The shorts.
All right, good night. Don't die, okay, bye. This is me dancing a little bit because it ends right away when I hit end. So I go like this.